Y'all, let me tell y'all this story. Okay, so before we get started, my name is Rady B, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My channel is brand new, so welcome if you happen to find this video, and make sure to subscribe because I'm trying to grow my channel and I really need all the support I can. I'm a very small YouTuber trying to grow. I keep it 100% authentic over here. Sometimes it's TMI, sorry. I do vlogs, girl talk, sis, what the fuck, that type of content. So if you like the vibe, subscribe. But anywho, so I gotta do a little quick disclaimer because like I said, I am a small YouTuber and most of the people who watch me are from my city. I live in San Diego and the Black community in San Diego is very small. So if I give away too many details, I'll be putting people's business out there, putting people on blast, which is not what I'm trying to do. This is more of like a girl time, like sis beware kind of video, rather than trying to put so-and-so on blast. So I just want to disclaim that that's not what we're doing. So if you, like I said, a lot of people still follow me from my social media pages and they probably know of the story because it was a very large story in San Diego. So we're not doing that here. I'm not about to blast this person. It's more of a just sis beware. So it's gonna be more of a generalized type story, not like talking shit about the individual, if that makes any sense. So because of that, we'll use an alias. So let me think. We'll call this person, her name just keeps popping up in my head over and over. Okay, we'll call this person Anna. Have y'all seen the Anna Delvy story? This is almost exactly like that, but real life, the urban version. The Black Anna Delvey. Y'all don't know who Anna Delvey is. She's this wannabe fake socialite who was basically scamming all her friends in New York, acting like she was this high society girl, but she was really broke. And she would like make her friends pay for her dinners and her luxury experience. Okay, well this is that, but the Black version, and I was one of the friends. Okay, where should we start? I don't wanna make it too long, cause I could make it long, and I don't wanna do that. I just kinda wanna get to the point. So Anna, the Black Anna, how did I meet this cuckoo bird? Okay, so just to set up the scene, she's a beautiful girl, Again, I don't wanna give away too much detail, so I'm not gonna get all in the details, but she's a beautiful girl. And I think I followed her on social media just cause, you know, she has that socialite kind of look, you know, very well dressed, looks like a fun person to hang out with. So we, and like I said, San Diego is very small, so we all are mutual friends. I don't know, probably clicked around on Facebook, found her, and added her. So we're, you know, chatting in the comments, ha ha, hee hee, same type of personality, just a cool chick. She used to be in the military or was in the military, maybe still is, I don't know. You know, likes to get dressed, likes to go places. She just seemed like my type of girl. I'm like, this shit cool. So we became friends. There was a concert coming up, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a Chris Brown concert. Now, pause. Before I get into the story, y'all have to listen to the details, okay? This is a crazy ass story. It's nuts. So some parts are not gonna make sense. You're gonna be like, but wait, but didn't you say but what? It's nuts. It doesn't even make sense in my mind. This happened, mind you, like, was that during the pandemic? Or was that before the pandemic? At least 2 years ago. I don't know the exact dates, but it was at least 2 years ago, at the least. No more than 5 years ago though. So anywhere between 2 and 5 years ago, I don't know. Cause I kind of let it go, but I was in the shower the other day and I was like, I need to talk about this because it might be somebody, you know what I'm saying? The girls need to know. So anyways, back to the story. Again, pay attention. So she invites me to a concert, right? This is all through social media. I'm like, yeah, she a cool chick. Why not, you know? I think she had mentioned that she gets discount tickets because she was in the military at the time and she's a plug pretty much. And I was like, cool, shit. How much do I need to send? I'll shoot it. And it wasn't nothing crazy. I think it was like $70 or something like that. It's like, all right, what's the PayPal or whatever? Sent the money. no problem. The concert came up. She was like, I think she's had like 2 or 3 homegirls. See, I lived closest to where the concert was at. I lived like maybe 10 minutes away. So she was like, oh, can we all come to your house and get dressed and then head over to the place and pregame and stuff? And I was like, yeah, sure. I had just moved into a, you know, brand new townhome. I had a huge bathroom. I had 1, 2, 3 bathrooms, huge bathrooms where all the girls could get ready. I'm like, yeah, sure. No problem, makes perfect sense. She came over, the girls were cool, you know, cute girls. We laughing, kikiing, listening to music, got dressed, went to the concert, had a fantastic time. Okay, great seats for 70 bucks. I was like, oh, this bitch is cool. Like, I got me a new friend. So we start hanging out. Like, this was I mean, I wouldn't consider us best friends. I probably put that in the title just to be catchy, but we weren't best of friends. But she was a cool chick, like calling me every morning. Hey girl, good morning. What you doing today? Like a friend, like not an associate, an actual friend. She had just bought a big old beautiful house out in the suburbs of San Diego. She invited me over. I'm spending the night. We're going up to LA. I'm introducing her to my other friends. Like, this was my friend. And you know, like I said, she was a beautiful girl. And then she's not like the typical pretty girl. Like, she wasn't stuck up. She was real down to earth. She was from the East Coast, I think. She was just a cool ass chick. Kind of ghetto, but like classy, just like me. I'm like, oh, this is me. This is me. She is me. Like, just a cool chick. So we laughing, kicking it. We going to All-Star Weekend in LA. I mean, just all over the place with this girl. I had went to Vegas with her for her birthday. Now, this was the first red flag. Actually, there was a few red flags. So the first red flag is, like I said, we would talk almost every morning. She would call me in the morning, and I'm not a phone person. Any of my friends watching this, they probably like, oh, you talking to that bitch in the morning, but she don't even call me. I know. It was weird when she called me, but she was a new friend, so I was just trying to get to know her, and I'm not a phone person. Don't call me. I don't like talking on the phone. But she would call me like as I was taking my daughter to school or on my way to work, so it was like a, you know, just a cool little 10, 15 minute chit chat. First red flag. She would talk bad about people a lot. It was a lot of gossip, and I don't like that. I'm not a gossipy type girl. I'm not a catty chick. I don't gossip. I don't know people's business. I don't care about people's business. My brain, I don't know if y'all could tell, I'm kind of scatterbrained already, so I'm not good at intaking information and like keeping secrets. My brain is already worried about my own damn problems. I ain't got time to be worried about who fucking who and who where and who did what. I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that. I'm not a gossipy type of girl. And she was. And I was like, okay, everybody has their, you know, their downside. So, you know, I'm laughing, kikiing. She knew everybody fucking business. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Just kind of messy. Just a little bit, not too much. But I was like, okay, she's not one that I'll really tell any personal business. Y'all know how it is. You like, nah, you talk too much. I know you finna be talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of kept it level 2, level 3 with her. I didn't really tell her too much. But I was trying to get to know her. So, you know, anyway. That was first red flag, okay? Second red flag is her birthday came up, and I didn't know her that well. At this time, we were probably friends for about 4 or 5 months. And she's like, she wanted to do her birthday in Vegas. And I'm like, I don't really like Vegas. At the time, I wasn't really a big Vegas girl, but I'm like, you know what? Vegas is a cheap trip. Like I said, we live in San Diego. Vegas is not far at all. Let's do it. Excuse me, I burped. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So we go. Mind you, she's a popular girl. She knows all these people. She knows all these people's business. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a celebration in Vegas, you know, a big party, a bunch of us or whatever. Why was it me and her? That was a red flag because I'm thinking, okay, well, I haven't known you that long. And mind you, she's supposed to be knowing all these celebrities. Oh, I hang out with so-and-so, and do you know so-and-so? Name dropper kind of girl. Oh, cause I be with so-and-so, baby mama, and da-da-da-da. And I'm kind of like, okay, that doesn't really impress me because I'm not that kind of girl. I don't really give a fuck. Are these people cool? I don't care who they are or who they fuck with. Like, that's not really my forte. I'm not like that. Like, bitch, I like to laugh, joke, eat, and kiki, and take my ass home. So, okay, whatever. So she was into all that. Whatever, you know, everybody's different. So she, you know, usually on the phone, she was like this name dropper. So I'm expecting this large soiree of like classy, elite people and all this. And I get there and it's me and her. It's me, her, and like one of her male friends. But they weren't dating at all. It was just weird. I could tell that he wasn't her like dude. He was just like a male friend, but he wasn't like gay, but he was just kind of there. I don't know, it was weird, but he was really cool. He was real cool, really quiet. He didn't say 2 words the whole trip, and it was me and her. Now, we had a fantastic time. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm really good at picking up vibes. Like I don't want to scare y'all, but I've always been really good at picking up vibes. And the vibe that I picked up was that she really liked my company because I think she felt like she could be her real self around me. Like, girl, you don't have to be, I'm a bad bitch and the Gucci. Like, I'm not into all that. Like, you ain't gotta do all that with me, girl. I'm down to earth, you know what I'm saying? And I started to pick up that vibe when we were in Vegas, when it was just me and her kicking it. We had a great time. I had got her drunk. I remember we was laughing. Like, it was a fantastic time. And I think she was a little bit down at the beginning of the trip because nobody came. But she ended up really having a good time. And though I do not like this girl, I do not fuck with her at all. I don't fuck with this girl. Even when I think back to that Vegas trip, I'm like, damn, man, we could have really been something, because that bitch was cool. If she happens to watch this, she gonna think the same thing. We had a great time. She was just a cool chick. Oh, also, this is important. So at that trip, I think I was waiting to get paid. I think like the day we got there, I think I got paid like at midnight that day, and we were at the mall, and I was like, damn, looking at my account, I was like, damn, I'm kind of broke right now. And I told her, I was like, girl, we can't do nothing till 12. Vegas don't start popping till 12 anyway, so I wasn't really tripping. She's like, oh, I got you. She let me borrow $200. She had Zelled me $200. I think, or Navy Fed me $200. Again, like I said, we were both former military. At the time, she was still in the military. Sent me the money, no questions asked. She's like, just, hand it back to me when you get it. And I'm like, okay, friend, thank you. Like, what a nice gesture, And again, I'm very humble. So things like that to me are a big deal. Like, girl, I fuck with you. Like, something like, again, we weren't the best of friends. We were just getting to know each other. And the fact that I could even tell her that, like, and she, no questions asked, Zelled me $200. No question, she didn't ask, when am I getting it back? How much do you need? None of that. And it was like already like 10 o'clock. I could have waited 2 more hours, and I would have been straight. But she just gave it to me. We were at the mall, and that's what a good friend does. So I'm like, this is a good friend. This is my homegirl. No questions asked. Okay. So I got paid, sent her back the $200. We had a great time in Vegas, like I said. No problem, no harm, no foul, no issues. So when we get back, I'm thinking like, yeah, this bitch is cool, like way cooler than I thought, because again, like I said, she from the outside, she just seemed like a real stuck up kind of bougie kind of girl. And when I got to know her, she was nothing like that. And I like girls like that. I love, because that's how, I don't know, I feel like people see me like that, and I'm not like that. And it's just, like I said, I just kind of like a mirror, you like when you meet somebody, they just mirror your personality, and it was just dope. Fast forward about 2 or 3 months later. Again, I'm introducing her to my friends. She's introducing me to her friends. They're all cool girls. No harm, no foul, no problem. And then, let's see. This wasn't a red flag yet, but in retrospect, looking back, it's a red flag. But I remember, like, on our little morning talks, she would be like, girl, I just bought the brand new Gucci purse, or I just bought the new Chanel. And I used to be thinking like, I know you in the military. Military people do make good money, but not a Chanel bag every month. Good, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to count other people's pockets, but just a quick, just a mental quick check. I'm like, you just bought a brand new house. She had 2 kids. You're in the military. I don't know what rank in the military she was. I never asked. But I'm like, you really doing good. But I'm thinking maybe she has side hustles, One thing about me, which is crazy, I don't really ask my friends about their pockets. Like, even friends I've had for years, like, I don't ask them how much they make and what, that's just not, I don't know, it's just tasteless to me. That's not really my style. But you get money, I don't care how you getting it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my business, that ain't my problem. So I was just like, oh, okay. And she would tell me, oh, which one do you think I should get? Send me pictures. Should I get the green Chanel? Should I get the pink one? And I'm like, dang, you really get money. Okay. wasn't a red flag. I'm just like, maybe she manages her money well. Maybe she buying it on credit. I don't know. I didn't think that hard about it because I'm not a hater. Like, I didn't care. Like, bitch, I like the pink one. Who cares how you paying for it? Bitch, the pink one is lit. Get the pink one, you know? That's where I was. We were friends. I wasn't thinking that deep into it. Let's see. Okay, so fast forward like 3 months later. Fast forward about 3 months. And I think another concert was coming up. I believe it was the Beyonce concert. Don't quote me. My memory's shot to hell. So some of the details might be a little off, but I remember the gist. I think it was a Beyonce concert. I'm not a big fan of Beyonce. Don't come for me, Beehive. Sorry. So she invited me, but I didn't want to go because I'm not a Beyonce fan. So I wasn't even gonna spend no type of money on Beyonce. But there was a group of girls, some of my friends, some of her friends that were gonna go. And so she kept asking me to go. Like, girl, go, come on, da, da, da. And I'm thinking it's gonna be, oh, pause. I forgot, no. It was a Wildin' Out show before this. It was like a Wildin' Out Live. And she was supposed to be the plug. I had already had tickets with another homegirl. So I went with her, but she had a group of girls going. Now, mind you, she had told them that they had these great seats and she was the plug for the great seats. They got there and they was in the nosebleeds. Now, everybody still had a good time, but I remember hearing through the grapevine that they was like, oh, I mean, it was cool, don't get me wrong, but she said we was gonna have floor seats and we was in the nosebleeds. But whatever, no harm, no foul. So I guess something had happened with the tickets and they still went, they still had a good time. Okay, so fast forward a little bit later. It was a Beyonce concert. Again, I'm not a fan of Beyonce. Some other girls went, some other girls bought tickets. Again, don't quote me, because I don't remember the fine details, but it was something along the lines, it was an issue with the tickets. Now, like I told you guys, I had went to that first concert, it was Chris Brown. I went to the Chris Brown concert with her, had great seats for a great price. So I'm plugging her with people, like, oh yeah, she the plug on the tickets, she can, blah, blah, blah. So I'm referring her to people for the Beyonce thing. She's telling them, yeah, send me your money and I will get y'all tickets. And I'm, vouching for her, like, yeah, that's what happened with the Chris Brown thing. No problem, no harm, no foul. She's a cool chick. It's my homegirl. Buy your ticket. So, as the concert was approaching, people were asking for their confirmations for the Beyonce concert, the people who were gonna go. And she was telling them, give me a second, I have to find it in my email, and just kind of like stalling. And they're like, bitch, I paid you for the ticket. Just give me my ticket info. And there was issues. And then she did send them some confirmations, but they were like blurry. They looked like edited, like photoshopped. So some of those people started reaching out to me like, hey, your girl, like, what's up with your girl? And I'm like, what you mean what's up with my girl? And they like, she's sending me some weird looking tickets. So I hit up Anna, Black Anna, and I'm like, yo, Anna, like, what's good? And she's like, oh, no problem. Tell them don't worry. Once they get there, there'll be no issues. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm telling them, hey, once you get there, there'll be no issues. They're like, all right, cool. No problems. So the concert is approaching. And some of the people still didn't have their confirmation. Some did, and it was blurry and edited and photoshopped, and some didn't. So the people that did, or one person that did, went to the show and couldn't get in, like showed them their ticket and it was like fake or falsified. So they're trying to call her and get in contact with Anna, Black Anna, and they can't. I'm trying to get in contact with Black Anna and I can't. Mind you, I said we used to talk every morning. It had been about 2 weeks and I'm trying to contact Black Anna, haven't heard a thing. So I'm reaching out to the few people that I feel like might know where she's at. They haven't heard a thing. I'm like, okay, well, at first I was kind of nervous, like, I hope she's okay. Maybe she's out to sea. She was in the military. Maybe she's on a deployment. I don't know. So she shows up about a week after that. So it's like 3 weeks. She's like, yeah, girl, I lost my phone. I'm like, you lost your phone, girl? It's computers. It's other people's phones. Like, there's so many other ways you could have contacted me. And she's like, yeah, but whoever didn't get their, whoever had a problem with their ticket, tell them to let me know and I will shoot them the money back. And I'm like, okay. And I believe she did. I believe she shot them their bread back. So they were upset that they didn't get to go to the concert, but they got their money back. It was kind of like, oh shit, that sucks. No harm, no foul. Right? Seems legit. Maybe you were out to see, maybe you lost your phone. That's very weird, but you paid them back. Everybody's happy. You know, it's a damper that they went to the concert, but at least they got that money back, right? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Buckle up, there's more. So, the delusional psychopath, what happens next? Like I said, we were going up to LA. I had introduced her to some of my friends in LA, one of my really good friends, one of my really good male friends and his girlfriend. We actually were going to a party and we needed somewhere to get dressed, and he let us use his house to get dressed. His girlfriend was there. You know, that was my first time meeting her. Mind you, this has been my friend for years. Trust him with my heart and soul. So I was meeting his girlfriend. We were drinking. You know, she was like, oh, I want to come out with you guys. But she ended up not coming. I don't remember. It was a really quick. We were only there for about an hour. I was kind of like the host, you know. So a little bit after that, the girl, Anna, was telling me, oh, by the way, I'm going out with your homeboy's girl in LA. And I'm thinking, you don't even know her. Like, that was my first time meeting her. We were only there for a second to get dressed. How did y'all even exchange numbers? Like, how did y'all become such good friends? Like, what? That's very strange. And I'm not a jealous person, but it was just weird. I'm more logical. I'm a Virgo, so I'm more logical. It wasn't like I was emotionally hurt. I'm a Virgo. We don't really move like that. It just didn't make sense to me logically. Like, when did y'all even exchange numbers? Like, I don't even have her number. Like, what? Anyway, so I think they went out to some party or whatever, and she invited her to a concert. Okay. And now remember the Beyonce fiasco. So I was kind of just watching how this all played out. And I remember her telling me, yeah, you know, I'm going out with your friend, Anna. You know, I got tickets, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, like, why would she skip over me? She didn't even invite me or any of our circle of friends, and she would invite my homeboy's girl. Like, what? That's just, again, it wasn't like, oh, you didn't invite me. It wasn't like that. It wasn't emotional. It just logically, like, that's strange. Like, that's awkward behavior. Like, okay, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. It's not like y'all formed some magical bond when we were getting dressed. It was just weird. Like, I mean, I guess, I don't know what you guys would even have in common, but whatever. So when she showed up, when my homeboy's girl showed up to the place, the girl was late. The tickets had issues. It was just another issue. And I was like, hold on. Something ain't right. So I pressed her. Like, hey, Anna, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, now you fucking with my people. Now you fucking with my people. This dude is like my brother, and you're fucking with his girl. Now that's like family. Like, get your shit right. You don't bring that bullshit over here. I pressed her, and she kind of like, the girlfriend was like, no, it's okay. Don't say anything. She didn't want to ruffle any feathers, but I'm different. I'm just built a little different. So it didn't escalate. She apologized, and it kind of fizzled down. I was kind of like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. Let me chill. But then, how did it really blow over? I think again, like I said, San Diego has a small circle of black people. And I think someone had posted something about her. Like, that girl, Anna, is a lying, scamming bee. And I'm like, wait a minute. And it was like the antennas on my head started standing up. And I'm like, wait a minute, because I've had some fishy shit going on with her. Like, what's really going on? And y'all, turns out this girl, I guess this girl is a very, very well-known scammer. She invites people to basketball games, concerts, and things like that. And then she disappears, sometimes for years, okay? So I guess again, she was in the military, and I think she grew up in the military. So she had lived in so many different states, even different countries. And she just runs the same game, like in every place she touches down. So somebody, I don't know, one of her friends back in like Hawaii or something had made a Facebook group called Scammed by Anna, okay? And y'all, it was like over 300 or 400 people in there with legit stories. Like, oh, she invited me to a concert. She invited me to a basketball game. She invited me here and I haven't heard from her in years. Y'all, it was huge. It was all over the Navy news. Like, it had got out. People were calling her command. Y'all, it was, when I looked at the group, I was like, y'all, this can't be right. I even went in the group and I was like, I think y'all are being a little extreme. Like, yeah, but she pays people back, mind you, because that was my experience with her. Like, maybe she just hasn't paid you back yet. Somebody was like, it's been 5 years. Somebody was like, it's been 10 years. Somebody was like, oh, she scammed me in high school. I'm like, oh shit, this different. This is different. So I'm still kind of naive. I'm like, yeah, she is a little fishy, but she cool. Like, and she let me, mind you, she let me borrow that 200. Y'all remember, I told y'all she let me borrow that 200. Remember, she gave those people back the money from the Beyonce thing. So I'm like, she's not a scammer. Maybe she's just bad at getting back to people. Again, from my experience, I'm like, I guess you could call it a scam, but it's not really a scam because she gives you your money back. But no. Long story short, I don't want to tell too much of her personal business. Long story short, she had a problem. Okay, she had a problem, and sometimes she would have the money for Gucci and to pay people back, and sometimes she wouldn't. Okay, and when I found this out, again, that one time she let me borrow that $200 in Vegas is what kind of gave me a soft spot in my heart. I'm like, yeah, you kind of dirty, but you looked out for me that one time. And like I told you, I'm a loyal person. You look out for me one time, bitch, I'm looking out for you forever. You know what I'm saying? So I hit her up and I'm like, hey, yo, Anna, like, you looking bad out here in the city. Like, what's good? And she broke down crying. She broke down in tears and she told me about her problem and, you know, the problems that it's caused in her life. And I cried with her, y'all. Like, I'm on the phone crying with this girl, boo-hooing tears with this girl, because I don't know, like, she was just so cool and like she looked out for me and like, this is my homegirl, like not really, but kind of, you know. And so we're boo-hooing on the phone. She's telling me that she has a problem, and I was like I told you, that Vegas trip is where we really bonded. I think she felt like she could trust me, and so she was like telling me like, yeah, you know, this is my problem. This is the issues that I have. And I'm like, all right, I fuck with you, bitch. We're gonna get you some help. I'll help you. I'm on the internet Googling, you know, different help groups and hotlines and shit. As I'm doing, so this, I mean, it took a while to actually find her a class and things like that for her issues. But y'all, as I'm like setting her up for the classes and everything like this, turns out she had reached out to one of my other homegirls and asked her if she wanted to go to a fucking concert. A homegirl of mine that she don't even know. Mind you, she didn't go through me because she knows that I know her backstory. She reached out to another one of my friends, kind of like, oh yeah, you know Rady, I know Rady, want to go to a concert? And did the same fucking shit to me. As I'm trying to get her help for her problem that is already all over the city, y'all. What would you do? What would you do? How would you react? I am a nice person, but I'm not a fucking idiot. In my whole entire life, I have never been this angry at any other human being. Y'all, I had snot coming out of my nose. I could literally feel the like heat coming off of my skin. I'm yelling to the top of my lungs, you raggedy dog head bitch ass. I'm going, oh. It was bad. I don't even want to go there because that's so dark. But I was mad. I was ready. I knew where she lived. I was ready to go up to her house. I'm ready to kick this bitch dough in. Like, bitch, you gonna see me, bitch. Next time I see you, I'm knocking your motherfucking head off, bitch, on everything I love. I went off. I went crazy. I literally went crazy because I was so hurt. Like, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? I am your friend. I'm your only friend. Literally, the whole city is against you. All your friends from high school that you did this to are against you. They want to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. And you try to do me? My homegirl again? And this is my homegirl I've known for years. Y'all, ooh. Like I said, this is over 2 years ago, and it still gets me hot. It still gets me hot. It still gets me hot. That was the last time I talked to her. That was the last time I talked to her. But that group that they made, Scam by Anna, it got bigger and people were jumping in and coming in like, oh yeah, she did this to me in fucking 2006. And I'm like, and all the stories were similar, and I know these people weren't lying because they had the same type of details. It was like the same scenarios. So anyway, that last friend that she tried to scam, after I pressed her like that, she ended up paying her money back. And I never seen or heard from her again. Never seen or heard from her again. I heard stories of her and I heard stories about her, and the last I heard, she did go to jail. I think she went to like military jail, but I blocked her on everything and I don't really keep up with her, but I did hear that she went to jail for a little while. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened since. But I would say, like the real me, I would say I wish her all the best, but I don't wish her the best. That's so dark. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. God, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say I hope she stays the fuck away from me. Whatever she got going on, just stay far the fuck away from me and anybody I know. But I'll just say that. I'm not gonna say I don't care what happens to her, because that's I'm not that dark. I'm not like that. But yeah, that's the story. Again, just beware, be aware, be cautious. People be wearing masks in relationships and friendships and co-workerships. Like, just beware of the devil, because he comes in many, many forms. That's all I got for you guys. If you like the vibe, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.